Okay, my name is Patrick Smith, and I'm sorry for all of you that had to bug me in order for me to make this video. This is going to be a video on the basic cleaning of a Ruger P95. I'm probably going to make one eventually on how to take down and clean an XD, but currently I don't have one. It's my father's gun, and I've recently moved out, so I don't have regular access to that. Okay, obviously you need your gun. You're going to make sure that chamber's empty, magazine's out. Okay, very clearly, visually, and physically inspect that the weapon is clear. Okay, good. You're going to need a couple of cotton towels. Usually I put one down, set the weapon on, and then another one to wipe the parts as I reassemble it. Okay. Something to scrub it with. An old toothbrush works really well to clean the receiver and to clean different parts of the barrel. So we'll keep an old toothbrush here. Use some kind of solvent. This is a nitro solvent. It was pretty cheap. Came with like a $10 cleaning kit. Works well. If you can find it, Hops, H-O-P-P-E-S, Hops gun solvent. I love that stuff. Works great. I can't find it very much anymore. My dad still has a couple bottles, so I use that when I'm over there. These are the brand of these is called a Gun Slick. Again, I just came with a really cheap gun cleaning kit that I bought. So you need a solvent, and you also need some gun oil. Gold standard for gun oil is Miltech. It's really good stuff. Again, you don't necessarily need the high dollar stuff. This will work just fine. Then you're going to need some kind of cotton patch. Just basically cotton squares. You can also buy these. Again, just cotton rag, cut into squares. Works great. Okay, we're going to start with, you need some kind of cleaning kit. This is what I use just because it's self-contained. This is all in this little plastic case here. It's just a pocket cleaning kit. The end pops off. Okay, and you have your pieces on the inside here. Okay, now what you can do here is this actually has your cleaning rod built into it. Okay, this one's got a swivel so it can turn as it goes down the barrel. Works well. If you're cleaning a 9mm, a 38 bore brush works great. So we'll go ahead and put that on there for the time being in preparation for cleaning this. Okay. These two are used for 22s. Put those over here. And then we have a cotton rag bore cleaner there. So okay, I'm going to start by taking it down. I'm not going to explain how I take it down. If you want to learn that, you can watch the takedown video that I made previously. Okay. This is all for you need to take it down. You got the slide, the chamber and barrel, okay, and then the rod and spring, okay, and then the receiver. The receiver usually doesn't get that dirty on a P95. So you can see I'm just taking my finger and there's a little bit in there, not very much though. You don't really need to use solvent on this. Again, it's just plastic, so you just take a rag and wipe it off. And like I said, there's usually not that much in there. So the receiver is pretty well clean. We'll take a couple drops of gun oil here. Okay, and put that just on the joint of the trigger. Just one drop there, one drop back here on the spring by the hammer. That's really about it. That's all you really want to do with this. Okay, so the receiver's clean. Set that up there. Rod and spring is probably the pain in the butt to clean because you have to pull the spring back in order to expose the rod in order to get that any kind of clean. So you hold it here, you'll pull the spring back, kind of that, exposing the rod, and just wipe it off. Again, usually don't need solvent here because you really don't. You just wipe it off. Okay. You'll notice a big difference just from wiping it off, and then maybe put a drop or two of oil on the spring. Okay, and work it in. Okay, good. All right, now you got your solvent here. Open it up. Make sure you don't knock that over, obviously. Take your bore brush, dip it in the solvent. Okay. Okay, good. And you just push this through the barrel. Now the reason that joint is kind of handy is as it hits the rifling, it allows the brush to turn with the rifling. Okay, which lets it pass through the barrel a little easier. Okay. On this end here, we have the ramp. You're going to want to clean across the top of that. You're also going to want to clean that ramp really well. You don't want anything gumming up the works when a round is trying to go in there. So just take your board brush, and it's really easy to see the spots you've gotten and the spots you've missed, because it's black to start with, and it's a real nice shiny silver after you've cleaned it off. So just taking the board brush and cleaning that ramp really well. Okay, good. You take your rag just to kind of wipe the excess solvent off the outside. And maybe I should use another white rag so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now I've got the patches here, so what we'll do is we'll take the head of this off. Now you can either use patches, or you can use patches for the majority of it and use one of these cotton brushes for the rest of it. Kind of just a preference thing. We just take a couple of those patches and just push them through the barrel. And you see they're going to come out with that solvent and the gunpowder on them. So you run through the patches down the barrel until they come out clean, or very nearly so. Okay, and they come through about clean. That's when I usually touch it up with the cotton. That way I don't get it too dirty. But it does a nice job. Really easy to look down the barrel. Put some light behind it. Either the towel with the light on it works really well to look down the barrel and just inspect to make sure that there's no large pieces of grain down there. Okay, and that's pretty well done. Now, when you reassemble it, you're going to want to put a drop or two of oil on the outside of the barrel. Do not put any oil in the barrel. I have a lot of people, especially first-time shooters, they just want to oil the hell out of everything. Do not put oil in the barrel. That just gives the powder and everything else just something to stick to. It's going to gum up the works. Do not put oil in the barrel. These people come out and they shoot, and you got a spiral. You got a nice round bullet hole in the target, and you got a spiral coming out from it. 3 or 4 or 5 rings of tails coming out from it, and that's the oil spinning off of the bullet as it goes down range, and you don't want to do that. So you see that the rod and spring is pretty easy to clean, receiver is pretty easy to clean, barrel pretty easy to clean. This is the pain in the butt. Cleaning the slides is the pain in the butt because you have all these nice little grooves, especially back here, that get black from firing the rounds and are kind of a pain to get to. This is where your toothbrush is going to come in. So what we're going to do is get that wet with a solvent. Okay, good. Be careful not to spray yourself in the face as you pull it back out of the container. All right. Now with this, you're just going to take a toothbrush and clean back there. Clean the sides of the rails. Again, it's pretty easy to see what you clean and what you haven't if you have a stainless steel finish to it, because the powder turns out black, and once you clean it, it's a very nice silver metallic color. So you're gonna, and something I didn't mention is I don't really like 3-in-1 solvents. They're supposed to lubricate and clean it. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten good results. Use something that's meant for lubing when you're lubing, and use something that's meant to dissolve gunpowder when you're cleaning it. I can see I'm talking really slow. I'm running long on time here. All right. Using the corner of a towel works good for getting in those deep places to get that solvent back out of there. Okay. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, into your gun oil, and as you put a drop in each one of those grooves. Just one. You don't need to soak it. Okay. You place your barrel. Place your rod and spring. Okay.